An historic day is happening in the dairy industry. Alicia Khan has our report.
The CME Dairy Spot Call is transitioning from open outcry to electronic trading. The industry is cautiously excited, and that includes Pete Turk, co-owner of Rice Dairy LLC.
Electronics makes everybody more efficient. In theory, it should grow the market, but I think we might have some hiccups prior to growth.
The Dairy Spot Call is a daily auction that facilitates price discovery for blocks and barrels of cheddar cheese, butter, and non-fat dry milk powder. The auction results are the driver for the U.S. dairy industry, which the International Dairy Foods Association estimates has a retail value of $125 billion annually. Dairy is traded using a class system. Class 1 is fluid milk, Class 2 is soft dairy, such as yogurt, Class 3 is cheese and the largest contracts in the dairy complex, and Class 4 is butter and non-fat dry milk powder.
The CME spot market is vital because it gives us an equivalent Class 3 price that allows us to make trading decisions going forward.
The transition of this auction from open outcry to electronic is a historic moment for the dairy industry.
I think when you look back, butter was one of the first contracts ever traded, and to see that kind of go away from the floor to electronic is definitely a big change. I think that contract's been traded for over 100 years.
Jared Hirschberger is the America's manager of dairy and derivatives for Barry Callebaut, a company that sells chocolate and cocoa to businesses around the world. A main concern across the industry is how the transition will affect market liquidity.
When it comes to non-fat, I'm pretty indifferent. I think that will transfer well. My biggest fear is on butter. I have a worry that that's going to hurt liquidity, less people will be on it, because the players on butter are so few already. That is my fear.
Fewer players in the trade means less liquidity.
I'm hoping that this transition to electronic not only maintains status quo, but evolves into a product that trades at greater volume and shows greater daily liquidity.
The CME Group is confident about the transition. Tim Andreessen, the managing director of agricultural products at the exchange, responds in a statement saying that this transition will further enhance the transparency of prices and user experience, while expanding access to a broader set of commercial dairy customers, brokers, and other physical market participants. At Rice Dairy, Pete Turk believes it's up to firms like his to educate the players.
I think it takes education within the industry like mine and my competitors' jobs to go out there and explain to people exactly how these markets are working nowadays and really be champions for them, right? I mean, this is our industry. It's really growing. It's still an infant in compared to others, and we're seeing the growth not only here domestically but abroad. So bringing on electronics is just another vehicle that us as brokers need to educate the industry to really create that liquidity and really create that growth.
The transition at CME Group goes into effect today with the non-fat dry milk contract moving to electronic trading. There's more information about the dairy markets at ricedairy.com.